Sue here. Thanks for joining me. We don't need any equipment for this workout today, just your mats or even just a carpet. We're going to work on mobilizing our upper back, connecting to our core, switching on our abdominals, strengthening the upper back, and a little bit of a stretch at the end. So let's get down on the mat. So first of all, we're just going to start with some bookends to open up our upper backs. So bend your knees right up. You're going to interlace your fingers and rest your head into your hands. My two hips are pointing straight forwards. If you like, you can hook the top leg kind of underneath, over and around the underneath leg. And then from there, without really overthinking it too much, just lift the top elbow to the ceiling and then take the elbow towards the opposite side, and you might get a nice crack just like I did in my upper back. Then we're going to come back to the ceiling and then back to the front, the start position. So we go up, take it over. I use the breath out here just to see if I can get a little bit further. Now, as an alternative, if you feel really too tight in the shoulders to do this today, just do your bow and arrow. You know how to do that one. So elbow comes up, exhale, send the left elbow towards the carpet. I'm kind of pushing with my right one into the ground as well. This one pushes down to help me twist a little bit further. And so we're going to do let's do another 2 or 3, because this feels really nice to start your day with. Definitely one of these mobilizing exercises that most of us need to do a lot more regularly. And let's just do one more. Bring it back nice and carefully. There's no rush. Great, we're going to sweep the legs around and do the other side. So I'm going to hook that leg over again. 2 elbows point forward. Try to make sure that your spine is straight, kind of lining up with your mat. Lift the elbow to the sky and take it behind you. Bring it back. Oh, I can feel lots of crunching in my upper back and a really nice stretch. It actually goes all the way down to my lower back. So if this one's not suitable for you today, please feel free to modify. This might be a better option here. And just let your pelvis, with the bow and arrow, let the pelvis move with you if this is too much of a twist for the lower back today. The most important thing is just to listen to your body. Do what feels good. If it doesn't feel good, just modify or stop. Just breathing. And we're going to do a couple more. Pushing with the opposite elbow. We're just going to do one last one. Well done. So then I'm going to come onto hands and knees, and I'm going to move my spine in the other direction now. Just for a little bit of a cat stretch. Wrists under shoulders. Find the length in the spine. Just breathe out. Just pull the lower tummy in. Now, if you need to go carefully with this flexion, this round back, do so. Don't feel like you have to take it into full round back. I am going to, because this feels really what my body needs today. And then you're going to do the opposite. Stick out the butt and extend and try to lift the breastbone away from the floor. So it's like a diamond press on your hands and knees. And then take your time, make it really fluid through the back. Try not to do too much with the upper traps, the tops of the shoulders. Just feel like your spine moves really easily. And I'm using the breath, so I'm going to exhale to round. And I'm going to inhale to come back. Let's just do one more. Hope you can see and hear what I'm saying. Lengthen, lift the breastbone up. Okay, well done. So let's just go into some roll back. So we're going to sit right up on the sit bones, knees pointing forwards. Take a moment there just to switch on your tummy. So if you need to take 3 breaths, breathing's always important right at the start of your workout. Just to switch on your pelvic floor, switch on your abdominals. Center your mind, bring yourself into your body. Relax the shoulders, assess your spine, assess your posture, all of that stuff. You can reach the arms forward and then breathe out. We're going to roll back. I'm just going to move my feet a little bit closer to me. So I'm kind of pressing my feet down into the floor just to feel the anchoring into the hamstring. So for a roll back, remember the lower back is leading towards the mat. Go to where it feels okay for your back today. The shoulders shouldn't come on. Bring the upper body forward and then restack through the crown of the head. Don't let the shoulders do the work for you. Pull the stomach back. So we're just going to do that a couple of times. Don't let the legs move around if you can. Rolling through the pelvis. See how much tilting you can have. Restack tall. Keep on going. Now I've actually got quite a lot of energy in my arms. Sometimes the arms get really flippy floppy. I like to think that I'm actually squeezing a little bit of a magic circle between my hands. So it just keeps me connected down into my lats and out of my shoulders, which we all need more of, right? And hold. And we're just going to do one more. Breathe out, rolling back. Let's just pause here for a little split second. Check that you've got that energy through the arms, the scoop through the stomach. What is your pelvic floor doing right now? Can you find a little bit more height? What are your quads doing? They're probably trying to work very, very hard. Is it possible to just take the energy out of the quads a little bit? Can they just let go? Can they just kind of melt and take it into the stomach and out of the shoulders? That's a challenge in itself. Bring the shoulders forward. We're going to sit tall and lift right up. Now ideally here you can sit right up on the sit bones with a nice straight back without having to bend your knees. But if you do, that's absolutely fine. Just slide the knees, the heels towards you. You can even roll up your mat if the hip flexors are really tight. We're just going to do a little seated spine twist. So take the hands behind the head. If that's too hard, we go here like a genie. And we're going to just rotate the upper body. Now as I push around, I'm pushing with my right waist muscles. Come back to the middle. I'm not pushing with my shoulders. So I'm growing and I'm rotating around my imaginary pole that's right down the middle of my spinal cord. Which is not easy because most of us just have a quick check that you're not drifting forward here. You want to really push your head, I should say, back into your hands. Rotate. Rotate. We're getting a little quicker. One more each way. Press, twist. Look over the shoulder. Press, twist. Come back to square. Okay, so from here we're just going to unroll the mat. Let's just take it into a little basic back support. Press the floor away. Lift the hips up. Just something nice to open up those two shoulders. Roll it down. It's still a warm-up, so we're not going to hold. Shouldn't feel too taxing just yet. We've got 3 to go. Press and lift. Come back down. 2 more. Press and lift. Love that stretch through the quads and that activation in the glutes. And 1 more. Press. Lift it up. Roll it back down. So if you need to roll your mat up now, if you were sitting on it before, do so again nice and quickly. We're going to do hundreds, but a seated version. So I'm up tall, you might need to bend your knees, reach your arms forwards. We're going to pump the arms. Breathe in, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in. Get the body warm. Breathe out. 2 sets. Nice and vigorous with the arms. Use the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Trying to hold my spine as still as I can as I pump those arms. I've totally lost count. We're just going to keep on going. Pump, 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 pump. Keep breathing. Expand the ribs. 2 sets. Last set. Unroll your mat. We're going to go into full back support. Press the legs long. Lift the hips. Open the shoulders. The arms should be nice and warm now. I know I can feel the heat in my arms. Curl the tail. Lift the hips. If this is too hard, just do the baby version. Modify as you need to. 3 to go. And lower back down. I'm squeezing my inside thighs nice and tight together. 2 more. I'm looking up to the ceiling and pushing the floor away. Come on, you can do this. Let's have nice strong arms. Lift. And down with control. Awesome. We're going to go down onto the mat just to do a basic chest lift. So 2 hands behind the head. Get your pelvis sorted. We're not going to be here for too long. Get your knees to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Pull the stomach in. Slide the ribs. Back down. Keep it simple. Exhale. And back down. Rest the head back in the hands. And think about how easily the ribs can glide. Don't be tempted to push up with your upper traps. If you're only going to here today, that's okay. That's where you practice. But you practice with great technique. And back down. And we're going 5 more. 1. And 2. And 3. My abs are shaking. Pull the stomach as flat as you can. 2 to go. And this is our last chest lift. Curling up. Let's just stay here for a moment. Just hold. Can you grab the backs of your thighs for me with your hands? And then use your arms to just lift your spine 2 more vertebrae up. Stay, 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 stay. If you can, stay that high. Take the energy out of the arms, out of the abs, out of the arms. Hey, Cruzy, say hi. And into the stomach. Take the hands behind the bed. Hold, 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 hold. Come back down. Rest. Okay, you need to go because I've got to video this and then I'm coming to see you.
But I need to finish the video.
Okay, I'll come and check it. Come on, go. Okay, so now I'm on to my side. I'm just going to move forward because we're going to make sure we have space behind us not to kick the wall. I'm lying on my side. I'm going to prop myself up on my elbow. Feet are just slightly forward of your body. Nice long waist. Beautiful. Love it. A nice long waist. Close the door. Come on, please. Please close the door. Okay, so I brought myself back down onto my side here. I've kind of moved forward to the front of my mat just because I need some space behind me. So my feet are going to be slightly forward, legs are straight, I'm propped up on my elbow. I'm going to keep this hand on the floor. So we're going to do a side series to give us nice long lean legs and to stabilize and work the underneath waist muscles. So reaching the crown of the head that way. The first one is you're going to lift the top leg up so it's the same height as the hip. Your goal is to hold your torso and your spine absolutely still for this one. So I'm going to breathe in and take the top leg forward as far as I don't round my lower back. Then I'm going to point my toe. I can slightly bring my shoulders forward, but not too much adjustment. And as I take my leg back, I'm going to puff up my glute. So really squeeze your glute and stretch your leg long. So you go inhale and exhale. We're going to do 8. And reach, that's 3. So really flex the foot. And see how long you can feel that you make your leg. So really reaching the foot away from the pelvis. That's 5. and 6. Give yourself that amazing hamstring stretch. Find the butt on the way back. 7. And last one, 8. By the way, I forgot to mention that the underneath waist should be lifted the whole time, but you guys know that, right? So now bring the legs together. We're going to go développé. So I'm going to bend the knee. I'm going to turn that kneecap as much to the ceiling as I can. Then I'm going to lift my thigh and try to unfold my lower leg. Now you might not get that high, that's fine. Flex the foot on the way down. So point the foot, slide the toe up, lift the thigh, unfold the lower leg. Don't let the lower abdominal splat. Flex down. We're doing 8 of these as well. Lift and down. I think that's 3 or 4. You guys know how bad I am at counting. 5. Use the hip muscles. And 6. Squeeze the bottom on the way down. Press the inside of the heels together right here. 7. And one more. 8. Now we're going to kick it up. Lift it up. 1. Down. And 2. And 3. Those legs should be getting warm. And 4. And 5. Lift it up. Use a bit of momentum here. That's okay. 6. A nice inside thigh stretch. 7. One more. 8. We're going to go straight into a basic side support. So you can keep your knees bent or straighten them. I'm going to go for the straight version. Elbow under shoulder. Lift the underneath hip. And stay. We're going to hold for a few breaths. 5 deep breaths. 3. And 4. Push the floor away with that outside leg. 5. Come down with control. Let's quickly swing our legs to the other side. Up on the elbow. Feet slightly forward. Lift the top leg. Lift the underneath waist. I want the crown of the head reaching that way. Can you guys make sure that you're not kind of rounding and looking down? Check where your eye level is. It should be straight forward. Okay, so here we go. Inhale forward. Exhale, squeeze the glute. Use the breath. That's 2. How are we all doing? And 3. And 4. And 5. We can still tone our legs from home. 6. And 7. Last one. 8. We go développé. Bend the knee. Now, how much turn out can you give me? We want to work the muscles really deep into the hip here. That's 2. And 3. And 4. Unfold that leg, lift it up. Don't be content with just holding it. Push it past its comfort zone. 5. And 6. And yes, I can feel the hip flexor, but that's okay. Because on the way down, I can feel my butt and I can feel my inside thigh. 7. And 8. Okay, here we go for the kick. Run back one. 1. And 2. Keep the pace. And 3. And 4. Woo! And 5. Let's go. And 6. The kneecap should be facing the ceiling, by the way, not pointing forward. 7. Press the heels. One more. 8. Squeeze them together at the bottom. Straight up for that side support. Here we go. Press the legs long. And 5 deep breaths. Calm down the breathing. 2. 3. 4. Push the mat away. 5. Come down with control. We're going to go straight onto our bellies. We're going to go into a gravity cobra. Okay, so the hands here are right in front of the shoulders. Right in, and elbows are tucked right in. I'm going to move forward a little bit. And the legs are just slightly apart for me. They can be together, but I like them slightly apart. So I'm just turning my head for the minute while you guys can hear me. So you're going to come up into extension. You're going to press the hands down and really use the arms. You should feel the triceps the day after you do this exercise if you do it correctly. So we're here. So forehead is on the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and roll them back. You're going to press the heel of the hand into the floor and reach the crown of the head forward, but then you're going to curl, my hair's in the way, but then you're going to curl back on yourself And push up with the arms. Use the arms, use the arms, use the arms. Squeeze the glutes, but keep the bottom ribs onto your mat. Coming back. So this one I do want extension through the neck. Sometimes I say to you, don't extend the neck, look forward. But I'd like you for this one to lift the eye line a little bit. Should have tied my hair back today. Okay. Here we go. Push. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Reach the crown of the head forward. Use the arms. Push with the arms. Push with the arms. It's easy to just get complacent and not to. Feel the burn in the tricep. Come back down. We're going to do that 3 more times. Lift. Up. And down. 2 to go. Oh, you gotta push with those arms, guys. Lift them up, lift them up, lift them up, lift them up. And back down, lucky last. Press, squeeze the glutes, protect your lower back. Shouldn't be going anywhere near your lower back though. This is upper back only. Sit back onto the heels. Stretch out the spine and breathe. We're gonna come onto the forearms for a single leg kick. Yes, a single leg kick, Cruzy, that's right. So the elbows are under the shoulders. If you can see me, I'm pushing the floor away. Good, can you move out the way, Bobby, so they can see me? Good boy. Push the floor away, push the pubic bone into the mat and lift the lower abs up. So reach out through the crown of the head. You're gonna bend the right knee and pull the right heel close to the bottom. Release it, flex the foot, pulse it again. You copy me, buddy. And then the leg goes back down, other side. So we pull the heel to the bottom, release, flex the foot, pull it closer, but have a look at my lower back. I'm not sagging down here. I'm really thinking about working my abs, just like you're in a chest lift. Bend, pulse, lower. Bend, pulse, lower. This should not be fitting into your lower back, and you should not be sinking between the shoulder blades. Use the arms, and then press the floor away. One more. We're going to do one more each side. Bend, flex, point, flex, lower back down. Oh, bless you. Sit back down on your heels, stretch out your lower backs. Just breathe. So let's go back to quadruped, to hands and knees. We're going to take it into a front support. I'm going to add a little challenge on after that. So we're just setting up the abdominals, pushing the floor away. Slide one leg back and activate the glute. Press the shoulders down so you don't take it into the upper traps as you take the other leg off. We're just going to walk in and out a few times. So I'm going to lead with the left leg, right leg, bend the right knee, bend the left knee. We're going to keep on going. So you're going to imagine that you have your cup of coffee on your lower back, filled right to the top, so the lower back shouldn't move at all, the shoulders shouldn't move. We're just going to keep walking through this. Repeat, one more. This time we're going to stay. So we're going to hold here. I'm going to get you to walk your right hand across your middle into the center and twist. You're going to face me and send that hand up to the ceiling. We're going to place that hand back down, rotate back to your front support, walk the foot out, walk the hand out, pause. So now the left hand comes across the middle, rotate, stack the feet. I'm facing away from you, keep the hips lifted. You're here to hold. Place the hand back down, back to the front. We go on to the side. We're going to keep rotating. Watch your balance. Can you hold for a split second? No rocking. Back to the plank. And we're going to do that one more time. Walk the hand, twist and rotate onto the outside of the foot. Whoop, this one's a little bit trickier. A little mini balance. Stay, stay, stay. Rotate, come back down. Walk the hands in. And have a little rest. Well done, guys. We're going to do a nice stretch. So let's go down onto, let's take it into a bit of a glute stretch. So I'm going to cross one ankle over one knee. Push the knee out. Use the hands to press you up and get that stretch into the right butt cheek. So just stay here and breathe. want to walk a little further, it's going to increase that intensity in that stretch, or if that's too much, just move your hands back a little bit. Just hang out there for a second. Let's swap legs. Cross the left ankle over the right knee, lifting the body a little bit higher, and just hang out here for a little bit. You might feel that stretch start to ease off. You can walk a little bit higher if you like, and just stay there. Keep breathing. Watch the shoulders after all that beautiful work you've done to connect the shoulders to the waist. Don't let them misbehave. All right, I'm going to finish off with the trusty thread the needle. So here we go. You guys know how to do this. Press the hands down. I'm going to send one arm straight out to letter T. Now watch the shoulder here. You lift the arm only as much as your shoulder doesn't rise, just to activate the back of the arm. Push and rotate, look up to the sky. Oh, that feels so good. And then feed it underneath. Lift, press, up. Lift, 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 and feed it under. We're going to do that a couple of times. And back. Lift. And back. One more. I think that was about 5. I like to do an extra few of these because we all need this so much. Let's swap to the other side. Arm goes up, lift it up. Slide it under. Press. 2. And 3. And 4. And one more, 5. Good job. So then we're just going to finish off sitting with a little bit of breathing just to calm us and center us. Close your eyes. Just breathe. Feel what it feels like to be connected to your center, to feel the long spine, like your head should just feel like it floats on the top of your shoulders. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys very soon.